back, sweepers and beepers, to the channel. Let's go detecting. Today I'm going to be talking about pinpointers. I'm going to tell you through which one I started with and which one I currently use and what I've done in between and the reasons why. So when I first started, I had this, the Minelab Profile 15. This came bundled free with the Vanquish 440 and I was very happy with it. As a beginner, this was just what I needed. But it didn't have a light, doesn't vibrate, so you've got no sensory feedback as to where your target is or if you're on the target. You're relying purely on the audio output. And that was a problem, because if I turn it on, it's loud. There's no way about that. So if you've got your target, say a 2p, you get the chirping and then the full locked on tone. Great, no problems at all. But that little hole there, the speaker hole, very easy and very quickly becomes clogged up with mud. And then you have to clean it out when you get home. So if you imagine that's clogged up with mud, especially on a wet, horrible, claggy day. So I'll put my finger over just to simulate. The tone is almost inaudible, especially if you've got headphones on and there's lots of ambient noise. And the other thing I noticed with this is, regardless of what you have actually pinpointed, say something good, or I'll use a rusty old iron bolt as an example, you still get the same tone. And these things sometimes come up as really good signals, and your detector will identify it as being a good signal. You'll dig it to find you've got rubbish. There's no discrimination on this pinpointer whatsoever. But it was the lack of vibration and the fact that it isn't very waterproof, and that was always getting clogged up, that I kind of got frustrated. So I parked it and I moved on to something from Temu for £7.50, which is this one. Bright orange, a bit like another famous one, but slightly different. And it's a single button operation, which I liked as well. And it had a screen. And the screen idea is to give you a definition of how far away you are from the target. So if I explain, there's a screen, target coming down, and you're locked on. But you can see there, there's a fair old gap of movement between being locked on and actually on the target. And it worked for a bit. It was good fun, but this thing, unfortunately, is subject to EMI. And if you've got a machine turned on, detector turned on nearby to it, it would go off at any reason at all. As soon as you turned it on, it'd be chirping. You've had to turn your detector off or move it way away from where you were actually trying to pinpoint the target. But as I said, had a light and nothing else. I liked it for a period of time. I then upgraded my detector to the Nokta Legend, and I also decided to treat myself to a new pinpointer. And I thought, well, if I've got a Nokta Legend, I might as well go for a Nokta Accupoint. And this thing, I think, is the business. It does everything I want it to do and more. It's USB-C rechargeable, so no batteries to worry about. Single button operation. It has the screen with loads of detail and options to modify it. I won't go through those. There are loads of videos on YouTube dedicated to the settings of this pinpointer. If I do, I'll do one in the future, but for now, have a look on YouTube, you'll see what they've got. But what I liked about this was it's got the vibration, very, very bright light for low light conditions, and also the fact that it can discriminate. So if you have your good target, you get the chirping and the lock on. If you've got your halo effect bad target, you get that noise. So I'll do that again. So good target, clearly locked on. Rubbish target. It's discriminating to let you know that what you're digging up is not going to be fantastic. So it tempers your expectations. And what I also like about this is the fact that it is linkable through your headphones as well. So there have been some complaints I've seen on Facebook that people are saying this thing doesn't connect and it's rubbish, yada yada yada. But there's a way to do it. If you read the instructions, yeah, I know, read the instructions, it tells you how to do it. So the idea is that you turn this off, you turn your detector off, turn on your headphones, it'll then say power on, turn this on, and then within a few seconds it will connect. Turn it off, turn your detector on, that will pair up as well. You're good to go. You can be detecting away, quite happy, find your target, dig your hole, just put your detector down, turn this on, instantly through your headphones, and away you go, find your target. So I've been using this for probably about a year now, and I think it's fantastic. No problems whatsoever. If anyone asks me to recommend a pinpointer, there are many good ones out there. But if they're using a Nokta detector, this to me is a bit of a no-brainer. So there we go. That's what I would use and do use with the Nokta Legend. So thanks for watching. Happy hunting and good luck.